exercise coming in!
Lock up!
Everyone will live in hope that the trial will go their way, and then there's that dawning realisation it hasn't. You're going to prison.
Some of them are still in shock that they've been sentenced.
The first time you came in here, you just never forget.
It's scary. My heart was in my mouth, I was shaking.
I don't think you realise what the prisoners actually go through behind closed doors.
People say it's a holiday camp, but it's not.
Ready for your bed and tools, guys?
They just count the days down till they get out. Buzzing for it, buzzing to get out.
One for liberation.
You feel like going on your hands and knees and kissing the pavement.
A prisoner's first night in custody can be very difficult, nerve-wracking for them. Our duty as officers is to try and keep them calm, explain the routine, and get them through their sentence. And it's that fine line of, you know, I'm an officer, you're a prisoner, I'm here to support you, I can listen to you, and at the same time still have to enforce those rules.
A prisoner is being transferred from Cornton Vale, a women's prison. This will be her first 24 hours in Greenock.
Are you happy to be here?
I don't know.
Aye.
Aye.
Right.
I thought I wasn't going to get to jail. Just couldn't believe it. Shocked. Because I've always missed it. I've always got community service or probation. But no, jail time this time for me.
Just give us your bag up. Here's a bag, okay? I'll start putting your stuff there and you can throw it in, alright?
Right. I've never ever been behind bars before.
It's not a mixed hall, but it's a mixed jail.
I thought they were all joking back there.
No, there's men.
Oh dear. They told me that there was men here, and I was like, oh dear. Do you know what I mean? They were mixing. No, you don't see them. But then when I came in the van to come to Greenock, they were in the van with us. They're driving fast down this motorway with prisoners in it. All sorts go through your head. You're sitting in like a wee pokey hole, you can't move. The officer kept walking up and down, looking in, and I was just like sitting forward, looking at him and then put my head back down, looking out the window. My mind was doing overtime, my stomach was churning. I just wanted out this van.
Every prisoner's personal property is thoroughly searched.
A total stranger going through your belongings. It is kind of a bit embarrassing. But obviously they have to check it for drugs or the weapons or anything.
I would be taking a drink at once.
My juice. If it was vodka, I would have drank. I'd have it in the sink. That's why I'm in here.
Oh.
I assaulted my friend, fighting with the police, drinking. I couldn't believe it. When they told me what I'd done to her, I was devastated, really devastated, because we were really close. I couldn't remember what happened. We were drinking vodka, but I could only recall having two vodkas. But I spoke to the police that night, 7:10. They were like, enjoy your evening, don't get arrested. I was arrested the next morning. We'd fell out. She had phoned me and asked me if I wanted to go and see her, have a drink, talk things through. Went to her house between 7:10 and 3:30. I had no recollection what happened. Got arrested. I still asked them what I'd done. They wouldn't tell me. But then eventually the custody officer told me that the exact words they said was, put it this way, your friends are a lot worse than what you are. I couldn't believe it. I was devastated. I was really shocked at what I could do, what I'd done to her.
A lot of times when the females first come in to the establishment, it's the unknown. They don't know what to expect. Some of them are still in shock that they've been sentenced. They're worried about children at home. They haven't had a chance to speak with family. There could be withdrawal issues. So there's a lot to take on board when they first come in.
To the right, once you get through.
Everything goes through your mind. You don't know what you're expecting, what to expect, what the prisoners are like. They might not like you, they might bully you. Just pure paranoid. It's obviously a scary situation. Keys rattling, doors shutting behind me. I can't get out without them opening the door. Hello? So I've no escape. Hi.
What's your name?
Mary. Mary.
Mary? You been in before?
No.
When Mary first arrived, she had that initial shock and awe when they walked into the establishment. It's a real jail, and if they're a first-time offender, it can be a bit of a shock to them.
When I got through, the prisoners were out. They were all looking and staring on because it's a new inmate, innit? That's what they call them, inmates. My heart was in my mouth. I was shaking, sweating. I thought, I can't do this. My legs were shaking. I thought my legs would run away from me.
How you feeling?
I'm a bit nervous.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
A lot of the girls, when they first come down, when they first walk in, because it looks like a real prison,
Okay.
they get a little overwhelmed.
Right.
You'll be fine. You'll love the routine.
Okay.
Once you get sorted, we'll get you going. Yeah, are you hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll let you get unpacked. I'll come back in about 5 minutes, and then we'll get you down to the dining hall. We'll get you some dinner, and then we'll have a wee chat after. You can. Yeah. I actually try not to find out what they're in for, because I don't want to treat them differently. They're in here. It's not my position to judge them. They're in, they're doing a sentence. I'm here to get them through their sentence. Right, I'm Linda. Nice to meet you, Linda. All right, back here. Right, ladies. Right, doors, please.
When that door shut, it just made me think about everything. The reason why I'm here, knowing why I'm here, and just, I've got to go on with it, basically.
First night in custody can obviously be quite stressful for them. Sometimes they may know somebody here, or they may not know somebody.
We went into the dining room. I couldn't get a seat. I was just standing there holding my plate and I thought, where am I going to sit? Met a couple of lassies. Speak to you, but they made nosy. What are you in for? How long did you get? By the time you're sitting there having a conversation with them. I'm in here for a punishment, do you know what I mean? Not just for a holiday camp. I'm in here for a reason. We were friends, she loved me. I loved her as well, I was close to her. I know I've lost her now, and it is devastating. I think about it all the time. I can't control my temper. It's my own fault, really, doing what I've done. But I live by my mistakes, and in here, I'll sort my mistakes out.
Mary is spending her first night in Greenock prison. She's serving an 8-month sentence after assaulting a friend.
My dad was an open cast miner, worked with the coal. He'd done it all his life till he passed away. I was living in Newcastle with my partner, and obviously the police have came and told me that he'd passed away. I was heavily pregnant with my twin boys. Obviously went to a funeral and stuff like that. Kind of hit rock bottom by then. Couldn't cope with outside. Kind couldn't do nothing. Basically just constantly getting into trouble, drinking, taking drugs. It was horrible. My partner, that ended because he was seeing somebody else behind my back. So I then decided to move. Went into the Women's Aid, Women's Refuge. I had my boys, they were premature. Got to see them for a wee while, feeding them, changing them, bathing them, interacting with them. And then they were taken into care. I wasn't capable because of my drug use, alcohol use, my mental health. I wasn't capable, basically looking after them. And then they decided, a panel meeting, they were going to put them out for adoption, fostering. So I lost my boys, so kind of hit rock bottom there as well. When they take your kids away, you've got nothing, you're empty. So that was that.
I think as a human being, you can't help but feel empathy. Some of these women have horrific stories to tell, and some of their crimes may be horrific, but you have to look at the whole person. You know, they're a mother, they're a daughter, they're a wife. And, you know, if that was my child, I'd like to think that somebody is at least supporting them through this. This is where, whenever you're getting new shirts, new towels, new makeup, it'll be upstairs. Usually it's locked. If it's locked, you can get an officer and they'll open it up for you. Right.
Nervous again, walking up the stairs, and there was more prisoners up there. Some of them spoke, some of them didn't. But obviously they showed me where everything was, so I could go and get stuff myself.
You'll get your bedding, your sheets will be here, you'll get your shirts. You'll always have a red shirt on.
Okay.
Whenever you leave the hall, you have to have your red shirt on. Okay. Same when you go outside, you get rain jackets here.
Okay.
You'll have to have that on as well when you go outside.
Yep.
Okay. Sometimes there's a lot of information for them, so it's important for us to try to go slow, make sure they're getting all that information, and probably having to go back and explain that information again. Okay, grab your clothes and then we'll get you down.
I need a bathrobe for
Yep, yep, and there's nighties here if you need a nightie.
Oh, I've got a nightie. I just need a bathrobe, it's a bit big.
Have you got your bedding?
No.
Right.
Is that it? I don't know what else I need, is that it?
No, we come back up. That's a start.
Okay.
I'll grab a rain jacket.
Oh. Did it go outside?
You're in Greenock. It rains. I've said to a lot of the girls that have come in, you've got a sentence to do, so you might as well get the best out of it. It's an opportunity to get sober. It's an opportunity to increase your own self-worth and what you can give back to your family, because they owe a lot to their families. Get you sorted. Get yourself, get your bed made up.
Yeah.
And then think of any questions you have, you can write them down.
Yeah.
And then I'll be back, hopefully in about 20 minutes, we'll sit down and we'll do your paperwork. Okay?
Lovely. Right. Thank you.
After her twin boys, Mary had 2 other children who are also being looked after by foster carers and relatives. She is able to see her 10-year-old daughter regularly, but that contact has been interrupted by Mary's jail sentence.
I hate it. It's devastating that I can't be with her. All I've got is a photo. She doesn't know I'm here. But I have to wait till I get out and then I can see her. Sort myself out. So I'll get there. Get there for my weddings. So I will.
Mary's firstborn son is 19 and about to become a father.
After my son told me that his girlfriend was pregnant, I thought, I've lost my own kids, I didn't want to lose my grandson. And I've came so far, but obviously getting the jail just kind of hit rock bottom again. But no, I'm staying clean. I'm trying to get a detox in prison, so I'll be a better person when I get out. I feel as if I'm a bad person now because I've done wrong. I broke the law. I've had to take the consequences. But I'm be coming back. Definitely not coming back. That's it. I'm doing my time and then I'm getting out. I've had a taste of the jail now, so I'm done. It's scary.
There's some right characters throughout the prison. You've got guys who, you know, every morning you open them up, they're whistling, you know, morning boss, how you doing this morning? There's so many different characters within a kind of confined area, and it's challenging at times.
Laundry's gone down early, hurry out. Laundry's gone down early, so get out if you're needing it out.
I've probably spent in the last 15 years more than half it inside prison. Anything from sort of shopliftings, thefts to breach of the peace, minor assaults to serious assaults and attempt murder. The crimes have got bigger and bigger as time's went on.
Jamie was convicted of a serious assault.
That's happened to a lot to me through my life. Getting involved in things that I shouldn't have. Should have left to the police, but it's not how we live our lives, see.
This will be his final 24 hours in prison.
Need to do something about that. That's fucking unacceptable. I'm on fucking stuff for my epilepsy. They've let it run out of date and no reordered it, so I'm left to sit like a fucking fanny all night in there, seizure, wake up next morning, I'm dead. Brilliant, eh? And I never ordered that. About 10 years ago, I was hitting the head with a bass guitar and it split my skull. It left sort of a shadow on the frontal lobe of my brain. And it's a part of your brain that deals with your emotions. You know, I can get a bit irate sometimes, eh? And it's the same every month, man. That's the problem with it. It's every month. It just gets me angry, eh? So, emotionally, you're no wired up the same as a normal person. That sort of stuff they started knowing, right? It's had me high as a kite, right? And now they've no got it. Fucking unbelievable. I've got more epileptic as time's went on. Just been put on new medication for that. It's not been too great to start with, but it seems to be starting to work now, eh? A bit of fresh air, man. Fucking sweltering, man, down that bedding. Aye. See, once you start sweating, you can't stop till you get out of that hole.
I've viewed Jamie for his last few sentences he's done and remands he's done. All Jamie's violence has been when he's been under the influence of drink. So I wouldn't say I'd bet anything on Jamie not getting a sentence again or remanded again for a violent crime. But I'd like to think he wouldn't. And I do genuinely believe him when he said this one was his last time.
The last couple of years I've been doing a lot better. Hopefully this can be my last day. I'm not going out there to get drunk, I'm not going out there to get drugs or anything like that. I'll probably not even have a drink the day I get out. I just want to get out and quiet and try and get some kind of housing sorted out because I'm going to need to try and stay with my mum and dad for a few days until I can get some sort of housing sorted out. So that'll be my priority, eh? I need to try and get my dad because I need to tell him what time to get us. About 10:15, 10 o'clock. Wait, Doug. Try them again later. Need pillow slips, Cammy. Need pillow slips. Never sent any laundry up. Quicker to get it done, the longer I've got.
Jamie will be released tomorrow.
Magic.
As a passman, he's working on his last shift dealing with the prison laundry.
We employ passmen and we judge them to be of kind of good character and we can trust them, so to speak. We give them various jobs throughout the sections.
Bedding and tools, aye. Ready for your bedding and tools, guys? Aye. 2 towels. Right, let's 2 towels. Give you some later on. 2.
Right.
I'm not going to tell them that, I'm not answering that, like. It's quite physically demanding, the store's job with the bedding and stuff like that. And when there's people asking you for stuff at the same time you're trying to do one hand, it pisses you off, eh? 2 seconds, mate. I'll get yous all later. I'm running right out of towels. I'll need to come round with me. I enjoy doing my job because it keeps my head going as well as my body. Right. It's better than sitting about watching the telly all day, Jeremy Kyle. And it passes your time quicker, eh? So I prefer doing that at night than sitting listening to a ping pong flying about a table all night, you know what I mean? Aye. Which is exactly where my cell is, right at the ping pong table. Here we go. Oh, she's come back, like Serena. She was getting bait 1-0. 1 set done. Djokovic was lucky the day and all. I was lucky that was just the 1 set. He had to play the day. I think Murray's got it this year. Again. I just want to see my mum and dad and see my dog. I'm looking forward to going back to watch Falkirk. It's the time I spend with my dad. We go to all the home games. We go for a couple of pints before the games, so that's the most important thing to me in my life. Just my relationship with my dad, because it's been rocky for years, eh? But he's been the only one that's ever really seemed to be able to sort of have any sort of control over me, eh? Really into sports all my life. Played football, quite a good level. Played at Falkirk, Raith Rovers, Dundee United as a youngster. And I became a turner toolmaker, engineer. I felt happy in my life. I felt happy with my son, with my partner. We were engaged to be married. And then with a breakup, stopped seeing my son. I think it just really hit me hard when it all fell apart. Started drinking really, really heavily at the local pub. You know, 12 o'clock in the afternoon to 6:30 the next morning, and got introduced to cocaine and heroin quite heavily. I had a good life up to then, up to my early 20s.
In 12 hours, Jamie will be free.
Jamie is one of your better prisoners. He causes you no issues. He said that he was going out to stay out this time. He was too old for it. He's been out of jail for he was a young boy, basically.
Just got to take it a day at a time. Can't think too far ahead, eh? And just try and keep your nose clean. Stay out of here. About 7:20, you open us up, innit? Just got up, get my meds, coffee, shower, hopefully out the door.
Hey, walk up!
It's the morning of Jamie's release. He has only 2 hours left in prison.
No, I'm not wanting to get out, I want to get out.
I'm away, Delish. Hey, see you later, bud, right?
They're genuinely high as a kite. Some of them say to me, I'm straight to the bookies. Some of them say I'm straight to the off licence. It just depends who you're speaking with. But in general, most of them are saying, I'm going to see my kids, I'm going to see my mum. But the first protocol is normally a family thing.
Right, well, there we go. Okay.
See you later, mate.
See you later, right? See you later, mate. See you later, guys, right? At least it's not passing down with rain today, eh? Makes a change. And they Murray on Friday, don't they? It's down to me, as long as I stay away from people that I know myself, I shouldn't be around or be hanging around with and get myself settled and get my own life going, then I'll be all right. It's who I mix with a lot of the time that gets me into bother. Well, you didn't make it any easier for yourself getting to jail, no? You do not. But that's your own fault. You can't blame the system for that. Yeah. Magic. Cheers.
You happy with all your property, aye? Aye, seen that one, please.
When a prisoner's getting released, they'll get a liberation grant of £72 and a travel warrant, and any money that they've also got in their accounts, if they've been working or money sent in, that'll all be given to them on the day of their liberation.
Right, you're signing for £218.77. That's that there, right?
Right.
So a wee signature on there first, please. Right, you've got an extra £3 in your packet there, that'll get you number 88.
I'm already getting picked up.
Getting picked up, take it out just in case.
Magic, thanks.
Right,
cheers, eh? Hope he's here a wee bit early. I says about 10 o'clock, so maybe need to wait about him. Right, cheers, pal. Now I'm getting older, my mum and dad's getting older. I've not got long left for my mum and dad, eh? It hurts to think that I would still be doing this if I was to lose my mum or my dad, eh? I want to get back closer with my sister and our kids again as well, eh? And hopefully see my own kids. I don't want to keep doing this. It's a waste of life, this. And a waste of public money as well. And I understand that. Seizures, eh? So I've got to be careful of everything I do, eh? And if I can do that, I should be okay. I hope I don't come back. That's all I can do is hope. Full Cup season tickets. You get that renewed. Cheers, Dave. See you later. Right, well. Hold on, look at it. Maybe not here yet. Beer shop. You think there's a charge left in this? Come on. You power. Batteries beat.
Charge my phone, I can't phone him.
In Glasgow's East End, Barlinnie is Scotland's largest prison.
Barrel, you know, everybody knows it as Barrel, you know, so big goose, aye. It's Victorian built, it's solid, it's cold, it's intimidating. Guys, through metal detector. Through metal detector. You've got people that are apprehensive because they've gone back out into, what, nothing? And that's not uncommon, especially when you get people that have got nothing outside. On the other side, you've got people who are keen to get back out into the environment, back to their families, back to doing what they need to do. Sometimes they get a wee celebrationary bottle at the bottom of the road and take the left instead of the right and end up back in here. And it's been as ridiculous as that within hours.
I've heard about gate fever, that's what you call it. You're getting to the end, I'll be squeezing through that wee gate. So you're meant to wait till it opens right up before you dart it, but I'll be squeezing through it, bolting the way for here.
This has been Derek's first time in prison, and he'll be getting out tomorrow.
It's been a horrible 6 months. People say it's a holiday camp, but it's not. It's far from it. It's just drunken daftness that got me here. I've got 2 separate charges. I've got a domestic charge for throwing a bag at my missus. Doesn't sound that bad when you say it like that, but obviously there was an argument in between that. You know what I mean? And shouldn't be throwing things at people. You know what I mean? And I've got another one for singing a song on the back of a community service bus. That doesn't sound too bad either, but when you're on community service, you shouldn't be singing sectarian songs. Obviously, when you drink too much, your ability to think properly goes out the window.
Derek was given a 12-month sentence for the domestic assault charge and 5 months for the sectarian breach of the peace.
The guy I was on community service with, the guy who was the boss, it was a day of the Scotland and Ireland game. We'd been having banter back and forth all day. And he said to us, go for lunch. Me and my mate, we took lunch to go for a bucky. So we went for a drink. And then we came back, finished the chippy, and a song came on the radio. And we've just started singing along with it. You know what I mean? See if the guy turns around and says, right, boys, that's enough. We'd have probably sat down and says, right, fair dues. But he just poked the van in and says, I'm phoning the police. There wasn't running about shouting at people's faces or calling people or anything. It was singing a song to come on the radio. It's nothing. I think it's that major to get 5 months of your life. You know what I mean, I've got plenty of pals or Celtic fans or whatnot. You know what I mean? I don't go about fucking saying nasty things to them. I just sung a song, me and my mate, because we had a few too many.
It's their interpretation of what happened, but it's always downplayed and it's always, sometimes to the extent that they're the victim. That's not uncommon, that, oh, it wasn't me or I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and, you know, instead of taking responsibility for their actions.
Looking forward to getting out then?
Buzzing, mate. Buzzing, man.
So you need to try and stay out of trouble, end up back in. So easy to come back. It's just a revolving door, back in, in, out. Near life. While you're still young, turn it round. Look at the days you've been pissed off, missing the weddings and all that. That's what I'm just thinking.
Derek has 3 children.
As I was lying in my bed and I was thinking about having a tickle fight with my daughter. I fucking broke down, didn't I, man? That was the only time I've got in here thinking about my veins. I don't see much of my veins in here. Obviously, me and the missus are split up now. My 2 boys are still babies, more or less. My daughter, she's old enough to know what's happening. I'm not told her any lies, she knows I'm in the jail. I speak to her on the phone every night, she's getting excited for me going out. I'm at the Mora, I can tell her that on the phone in the night, so she'll be happy. I don't think my dad knows I'm in the jail. He stays in England, he stays in Leeds now, so I don't think he knows I'm in the jail. My mum knows I'm in the jail, but I spoke to her once since I've been in here. She sent me up a wee card.
For various things, you may well find somebody who's low-level crime convicted, who may well serve a purpose and be able to work. They've never been in jail before. They don't really have a criminal element or influence within their lifestyle, and they kind of tick the boxes of somebody that can be utilised for a kind of trustee's job.
Derek's working his final shift at his prison job in what's known as the canteen.
Canteen is basically a shop. The shop is where they can purchase any of their goods that they can get to use, like tobacco, shampoo, soap, sweeties.
You only get so much to spend on your canteen. Some people only get a £5 a week, a cell wage. You know, some people just get their wage, which is 12 quid a week, tops. So a pack of crisps is a packet of crisps.
The canteen is a privilege that prisoners have to earn.
I think it keeps the peace in here a lot, because obviously if you start a fight, you get your telly took off you, or you get your canteen took off you, and all. That's the two main things that keep the peace in here, I think. Most people think about that before they start boxing. There's a few people in here I've wanted to bite their heads off. People annoy you in here. There's nothing much you can do, so you need to learn a wee bit of self-restraint. I've had one argument with this screw in here. I tried to slag my missus at the time, and it went off my nut. I soon realised I had to go up and bite the bullet and apologise to him. But outside, I'd just kept arguing with him. I mean, I will really try and take this place outside with me so I can keep it in the back of my head. And you've got nothing else to think about but what got you here and what things you wish you didn't do in life and that.
As it's Derek's final night before being released, the treats are on him.
It's a tradition in here. When you get your last canteen, you spend it on your mates. Chocolate, crisps, whatever they wanted, really. People will give you your last sweetie if you want it that bad, if you're starving. That's just what you do in here.
Dad! Come on, boy, come on, come on. Here's some chocolate, son.
In just 12 hours, Derek will be free.
Buzzing for it. Buzzing to go out. Can't wait. I don't think I'll sleep much tonight. Just hoping to go out and just being able to be free, able to not having to walk in between two yellow lines when you're out and about. Being outside, you have to walk in circles. I'd like to walk down a straight line. That'll be good. Being able to just go somewhere without nobody watching you constantly. Go sit in the park, go for a nice meal, fish and chips, a wee bit of tartar sauce and a puff of lemon, and a wee pint with it. I've got it planned out.
Derek has 2 hours left in prison.
They're anxious to get out, and you can understand that they don't see what's going on in the background. You might have two, three runs that you're having to stage and get the amount of people that are out. If you're in that last run, you know, it's unfortunate, but you're still getting liberated.
5:10 I woke up at this morning. That was me, wide awake. I mean. There's nothing on the telly to watch in that time in the morning. I went up, had to rest my things away, took my bedding off, took it up to the room, just sat and waited.
Second flat. Hello. You send on your liberations, please. Okay. Look after yourself, mate.
For all the years of freedom and never done nothing yet. I've been in college a couple of times, but I've always fucked it up. Getting in drunk, acting a dick. So that's the only thing I've got planned now is to try and get back into college.
Well, nice, mate. Take it easy. Come back, eh?
Aye,
okay, guys.
see you later, mate.
Johnny, push your date up.
My starting point will be getting back into my Wayne's life, and then I'll speak to the ex-missus and take it from there, but my main priority is just seeing my Wayne's and getting back into real life first. It was just a growing opportunity in it. If you can't take something away from it, then it's pointless coming in here. Try and learn about yourself and have more self-control. Can't guarantee it, but hopefully when I'm outside and a situation presents itself to me where I usually react badly, hopefully I can think, calm down. First time I stood here and over in handcuffs.
Are you coming back?
Hopefully no, innit? Hopefully no.
One for liberation. Got your stuff with you?
Sorted.
Something to do tonight? Yeah. Excellent.